Terrorist.
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 Terrorist. Terrorist.
When I hear the word terrorist, I think of...
For me is Arab people, especially Muslims, the extreme Muslims. And I mean, after September 11th, that was like one of the big things that came out for me.
Do you see it being applied to a particular ethnic group?
Well, since 9/11, whenever someone refers to somebody as a terrorist, they're gonna think right away somebody of Middle Eastern descent. I mean, that's what the media has been showing as of late since 9/11. So when I hear that word, I think right away Middle Eastern.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I'm biased that way. I think that George Bush used terrorist applied to any group that had oil that he thought we needed.
Do you think that the loose usage of the word terrorist stems from prejudice or ignorance?
It stems from both.
Can you expand on that?
Well, when someone considers a terrorist, the first thing for other people comes to Arabs. They think Arabs, and there's being prejudice towards them, but it's also ignorance towards them. So I always see it as a combination of the two.
Do you think that so you just said it was ignorant. Do you think that prejudice has anything to do with it, or do you think that it's just stemming from that ignorance?
I think it's more stems towards ignorance than it does actually prejudice, but I understand where it can be also used as prejudice because it's only being directed towards one ethnic group when a terrorist is anyone that's just inflicting like I don't know, killing people for innocent citizens and stuff like that is from what I know a terrorist. It's not necessarily a certain background, but definitely it's used both ways. It's very ignorant when people just say, oh, terrorists, and they apply it to one group of people, but it's also very prejudiced too at the same time, especially in the United States.
People immediately assume that anyone from the Middle East or from a Muslim background was a terrorist, and that's just being completely prejudiced.
Who do you view as the terrorist in the war with Iraq?
Who do I view as a terrorist? The terrorist is the everyday dude that likes to shoot Americans and put bombs on the side of the road. There is no face. Because there's little kids, women, men, old women. It's not what it looks like. It's kind of what it represents.
Who's the real terrorist?
Who's the real terrorist?
Who's the real terrorist? Different languages, same meaning. Yahweh, God, truth, the Almighty Allah. What's the first thing you think of when you vision a Christian? Unheedly wise and all that ain't my religion. Living in a nation built on the backs of minorities. Funny how even today we still make up the majority. Truth and principle cause like a shadow of hate. Ain't afraid of sin, ain't Jesus, so we all make mistakes. Who the hell saw they talking about a job and a plow? Americans rarely going to national. Christians don't read the Quran. Open their mouth to speak about what's best. I guess ignorance is contagious like a mucus in your chest. It's spread to the masses like rain for some cattle. Living away from social norms, it's always a constant battle. Terror portrayed in the media in the form of the cloaks. God, what a sweet ain't poking a picture. That ain't all, folks. Ain't it ironic how we told that we fight for freedom? We see a Muslim brother, and this is how we treat them. Terrorist, US, read all about it. He got a term, he must be one of them. Ain't that what they look like? Don't mean to sound prejudice. Kill them all, problem solved. Who's the real terrorist? Terrorist, US, read all about it. He got a term, he must be one of them. Look like, don't mean to sound prejudice. Kill them all, problem solved. Who's the real terrorist? It's designed to give all of the glory. Many call them God, claim they're damn more holy. So much power in numbers, especially when the men get stupid. They don't give a damn about oppression, man, they abuse it. We live in a place that these turkeys celebrate genocide. I'm working with my brother trying to fight, stay alive. Knowledge evolves in the power and wisdom means action. Keeping hope alive is the ultimate satisfaction. Shoulder to shoulder, ain't no eye for an eye. Like God said, then we all be blind. Shed tears for the children as I contemplate their fate. In the place they call the states, where you defined by your race. I got one question, what the hell are you scared of? Bruh, what the hell are you scared of? Terrorist, US, read all about it. He got a turban, he must be one of them. Ain't that what they look like? Don't mean it's not prejudice. Kill them all, problem solved. Who's the real terrorist? Terrorist, US, read all about it. He got a turban, he must be one of them. look like don't mean it's our prejudice. Kill them all, problem solved. Who's the real terrorist? Ladies and gentlemen, all right, tell me. So does this stem from ignorance, or does it stem from prejudice? You decide. Terrorist US, read all about it. He got a turban, he must be one of them. Ain't that what they look like? Don't mean it's some prejudice. Kill them all, problem solved. Who's the real terrorist? Terrorist US, read all about it. He got a turban, he must be one of them. Ain't that what they look like? Don't mean it's some prejudice. Kill them all, problem solved. Who's the real terrorist?
Who's the real terrorist?
Who's the real terrorist? Different languages, same meaning. Yahweh, God, truth, the Almighty Allah.